HieroGeekics, your shaman stuff and all things geek. Nerds.
Top. All right. Welcome once again to another episode of HieroGeekics, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host for this episode, Dorko Manhattan, your favorite recluse.
Is your new name Don Dorko? Have you elevated yourself to Don now?
Well, Donnie is something that my sister calls me.
Donnie Dorko. I like that.
Donnie Dorko.
I like that.
So, but then I changed it to Dorko Manhattan. So I feel like little by little as I face humanity every day at work. It's like, I don't want to deal with y'all. Like, I'm going home.
If only we had superpower.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is your host, Dorko Manhattan, and I have my two other guests here. I have Mayhem Mike.
That's me. Oh, snap. I know that guy.
And I got Brooklyn Boy T.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
I totally forgot to tell you. Martha.
Bucky.
Who's the real hero here, guys?
All right, we're going to talk about a lot of things.
I got my Batman shirt on.
There you go. Represent. We have Captain Marvel. We got Joker.
Yes.
Joaquin Phoenix, who's making the talk of the town.
Preach on it.
We have the new Spider-Man game.
Yes.
We have... What else do we have?
Venom. We have Captain Marvel. We have the misdirection of Misa. You know what? Let's go into it. First of all, how about this? A little nice little segue. If you could have superpower, just one, what would be your superpower to this day? Just one superpower.
Mind control.
Mind control.
Because
so you want to be powerful like Professor X, telepathy. Well, actually, mind control is kind of different from telepathy technically. But okay, let's just say it's
I can make people do serve my biddings.
All right, there, Putin.
Do my bidding.
I would have to say time travel.
Really?
Time travel, and that actually goes hand in hand with super speed.
So you want to be able to access time travel through the Speed Force?
Yes.
Keep in mind the butterfly effect.
Yes, keep in mind.
Agreed. I will have to not be like our favorite speed.
Stand still and not move at all in a spot that is insignificant to time.
Which is hard to tell.
When nothing happens. It's like, oh, crack.
I think mine would have to be eccentric billionaire. No, if I had a real superpower, I think mine would have to be teleportation. Teleportation. I would love to fly, but the problem with flying is you can get shot down. If I don't have any other power like invulnerability or whatever, I can get shot down. But if I can teleport, right?
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like you think about it's a swan. Watch it. No, but if you think about it, teleportation for me, because like the way I look at it, like all the people that can fly, like worthy Warrington, Washington. Facts. They're built like that. I don't want wings. I just want to teleport.
There you go.
I'm not saying I would rob banks, but, if they would alleviate certain funds or go on certain trips would be a lot easier. All of a sudden, I'm in the suite. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
They'd be like, can I make a reservation for 2 hours from now?
Which is why I'm so upset, because freaking Nightcrawler should have been beast with that teleportation. They didn't. They limit him, which is fine, and they gave it to Blink. You know who Blink is? And the Age of Apocalypse, she blinked the X-Men from Earth to the dark side of the moon. From Earth to the moon. And Nightcrawler barely has trouble going from like longitude and latitude line. Anyway,
he can't go where he can't see.
I need to see where I'm going.
Actually, this thing to Blink. I actually loved her in Days of Future Past in the movie.
I thought she was dope.
For the brief time that she was in the movie, I thought her power was pretty dope.
Think how much better those movies would have been if we had the direction of Marvel back then with all those characters. You know what I'm saying? The Juggernaut, all these other people. It would have been so much better and developed, because you need that in the mutant community. Although I will say this. Nightcrawler had the best opening in X-Men 2. An Eddie X-Men series, a movie.
He did. I'll give him that.
I will say,
but no Vinnie Jones.
I would say Nightcrawler probably had the best opening intro to any movie, other than Dark Knight.
Fair enough.
I can't think of any other
thing.
now.
When X3 came out, I was working for Tower Records at the time, and there was a dude that worked across the street. He went to see X3. He came back, and he's like, "Yo, I'm coming back from watching X3." I was like, "How was it?" He's like, "Yo, they messed it up."
They did.
He didn't use messed. He used a different word. Right, but he was just like, "Yo, they messed it up."
Cyclops.
And the weirdest way.
Within the first 5 minutes, how you kill Cyclops?
Well, he's devastated over the death of his beloved one.
Man,
get over it.
He did. Her name was Madeline Pryor. People forget.
Get over it.
Yeah.
Even though she was a clone.
They're like,
which is kind of sick if you really think about it.
I mean, it's better than Back to the Future, where homie was his own father. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You look familiar. Wait a minute. Yeah, right. And the X-Men were like, you don't see the resemblance? Anyway, let's go into it. First of all, let's talk about this Captain Marvel commercial. I think I'm going to cross genre and say the force is strong with this one.
I want my Blockbuster video back.
Yes.
Really? I mean,
Friday and Saturday nights were the best, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, today's generation will never know that.
Be kind, rewind.
You want to get that charge, the extra 50 cents.
No, oh my God. That's why you specifically had, like, VHS rewind machine.
And a rewinder. Yeah, you're right. I remember those. I think Marvel at this point is just like on fire.
No, yeah.
He like, when John Starks, if you're a New York fan, was on fire, he was on fire. When Michael Jordan was on fire, not just being sick, but actually on fire. On fire. He was just like, at this point, because I'm not going to lie to you, there wasn't so much about Captain Marvel. I was excited, but then as the trailers come out, I don't want to see any more trailers. I'm hooked. The Skrulls? The Skrulls in the Kree? Come on.
Right. Insane. So me and my daughter watched this trailer.
Okay.
And the first thing she says to me is, I was like, "This is Captain Marvel." She goes, "Dad, girls can't be captains." And I was like, "No, that's not true.
Wow.
Girls could do anything.
Wow.
Anything boys could do, girls could do." That 2-minute trailer. At the end, the first time she watched it, at the end, where she powers up at the end, my daughter was like, "Can we go see this right now?" My daughter's 4 years old. Hey, Robin. And she wants to see the movie. So she knows exactly who Captain Marvel is.
She's like the official mascot for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, that's dope. No, because we do need more women empowerment movies.
Right.
As well as women empowerment roles. We had Wonder Woman. We had Okoye from Black Panther. Shuri as well. And I forgot his actual love interest. She was a woman power. I can't forget her name. So, like, we have that. So now it's like, oh, this is what's good right now? Yep. Oh, it's been bubbling? All right, let's push it out. Yep. And what better than, Oh, wait, hold on. Did you guys see that Rogue meme?
Oh, yeah.
Rogue watching the Marvel movie like...
This
with a slight smirk on her face.
She's about to start flying finally.
I think that would be such a great introduction.
Listen, you guys remember
X-Men.
You remember X-Men versus Street Fighter?
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite Rogue characters ever. She'd grab you and be like, "Get ready," and then knock you down. Oh, I love that Rogue.
And that was a Rogue that was straight from the
animated series.
With the jacket and
what? And the hair, yo, bruh. That was classic Rogue. But go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I think with Captain Marvel, it's gonna really set. Like we were talking about in the car a little bit. It's funny because I don't think the time when it happened necessarily matters too much. It fits, but remember, it's space. So it could be happening in 1960 by the time they come back. I'm just saying, it could be like regular time. It could be 2000s, whatever it is, right? But I think it's just the impact that they have on everybody. And of course, I want to see what happens to Ant-Man. Like, come on, son, don't leave him there.
Yeah.
But it's just like, wow.
He's a power player too.
He's gonna be a power player in the next
which
one.
is dope because he evaded the snap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was gone.
For the record, I have not seen Ant-Man 2, but I am familiar.
We got really quiet.
but I am familiar of the ending. Yes, I did see that clip.
It's worth your money. Go see it. Yeah. Seriously, it's worth your money. I was gonna say I need to see how Adam Warlock fits into all this. Mm-hmm. I know how he.
Do you think they're still gonna do it? Because
they have to.
They have to. They brought him out in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wait, so you're thinking because of the thing with Guardians?
They may not even be a Guardians 3. Like, so the last I heard that they were gonna.
Okay.
That they're planning on scrapping it, and which is gonna be weird. what if they end up doing reshoots and they end up killing off more of the Guardians, and the only people that's left is Rocket and
Groot?
Not Groot,
No,
but Rocket and Star-Lord.
Not Groot though. They'd have to have Groot.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. But what about?
I think here's what they'll do. They may.
Batista's gone. He's out of here. I think that's going to be the first one cut.
Is that like official? He
No,
said
not
he's
official,
done.
but no, he's not. He's not. But I'm saying, if they are going to do it, and if they're not going to, if they're going to say how we're going to cut corners, he's being disgruntled. He's in the media complaining.
I read.
I what you're saying. He doesn't know, but he's on his way out.
He's on his way out. I mean, he did say that as long as they use the script, Sean. Is it Sean? No, James Gunn. Mm-hmm. If they use his script for the movie, he'll stay.
Are they going to use it?
I don't know. I mean, last I read somewhere, it said yes.
But it
was back and forth, saying like, it may or may not. But eventually, I did read somewhere that they were going to agree to use his script.
Right. But I also read that they have no plan. They don't know when they're going to do it.
Right. It's been put on hold indefinitely.
Indefinitely. Everybody who was working on that project, they got rotated off to do something else.
Right.
They don't want to hold them for something they don't know if they're going to do or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing where I'm thinking, well, they're not going to start shooting this in January anymore. Mm-mm. So therefore, if everybody got let go of their production team...
Okay, so like Guardians of the Galaxy may not happen. And if that's the case...
I think a Star-Lord movie, they're going to keep
like a solo Star-Lord movie?
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
I think that'd be dope.
He has his own adventures, right?
Yeah.
I think the brand with them is really strong, that they can kind of take a ease back off of this, because there's probably like a lot of different things going on. It's probably very chaotic in Marvel right now, like,
Because doesn't he hook up with other
teams,
characters and teams?
Okay, yeah, he does.
I could see him hooking up with what if they end up doing X-Men and out of the gate they start with the Phoenix Saga? Why can't they pick up from where apparently the last X-Men movie is going to take place? The next X-Men movie is going to be the Phoenix Saga. Yeah. What if they pick up 20 years later? Everybody's older. That can explain that right there. And so now that brings them into current times,
right, with
different actors. Everybody's older, and they meet up with Star-Lord in space.
Mm-hmm. I think. Okay, so let's talk about Guardians. I'm gonna get to that. Yeah. For Guardians, it depends on how they're ending Avengers 4. However they're ending it, like they can quote unquote kill characters off or send them away to go, watch the Infinity Stones or whatever. That's fine. They could do that. Now bringing them into X-Men, I think would be dope. They just have to explain what's been going on with the X-Men up until this point. Are they going to fill in the gaps from the previous X-Men? Or are they going to just scrap it? They were here, but they were on Asteroid M with Magneto or this island. You know what I'm saying? What were they doing? Because they have to explain that. Because I truly believe, based on how they explain what the X-Men were doing at this time, is how we'll know where they're going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll know if the Phoenix Force is coming out. Right. We'll know if the Phoenix Force is going to come back, let's just say, and then Colossus, Magic, Emma Frost, Cyclops, and I'm forgetting one more person, Phoenix 5, and that's something they have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Get the Phoenix Force. So I think, or even Days of Future Past, but when the previous team came back and met the modern team, when Beast had the previous team, depending on what they decide to do with the X-Men, will kind of give us an inclination of what they're going to do with the Marvel Universe. Not fully, because they're tight-lipped and there's so many things going, so many changes, but at least we'll know. I don't think they're pressed for Guardians right now.
That's what
I don't think they're really,
not anymore.
Before it was all right. The second one was pretty good, but, it could have been better. I like it. I like the first one, but recreating that impact is really hard to do, right? So now it's you know what? Let's focus on other things at the moment right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. Let's focus on that. Right. Because we got to explain that, too.
I think that's coming. I think Fantastic Four is easier to explain than
They could have been lost somewhere. Yep. They could have been stuck in space somewhere.
It doesn't even have to be. They could do it right now. Right now, they're going to outer space because remember they didn't have powers before. They were just regular humans before that.
Right.
Yeah. So, but the X-Men, when they do decide to do the X-Men, if they decide to do the X-Men, I would love to see Cyclops done right. The favorite X-Men, of course.
Yes.
I would love to see him done right.
Nightcrawler for life. Age of Apocalypse killed an actual Deadpool clone.
Yes, that is true.
That's my one moment of glory. I'm going to hold on to it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm just interested to find out what they're going to do. X-Men is the asterisk. That is the wild card. How they're going to set up the future, we don't know. I'm sure they have some idea of what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure they already know what they're going to do. But I do also believe that what happened with James Gunn and the now roller coaster what's going on with Guardians of the Galaxy has thrown a monkey wrench into their plans.
That's fair. I feel like I think they can rebound. I don't think it's like full stop.
Yeah,
but I hear what you said. It's like an inconvenience for them for sure. Oh my God! Imagine once again, listeners, if you will, like really, if we can get a Scott Summers who's like totally badass. We see him like a scout boy, whatever. Then he turns totally badass, and then he gets the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, but Henry Cavill, Cyclops. Henry Cavill.
I think he'd do it. I think he'd do it. I think he makes a good one, honestly.
An older, mature leader.
Yeah.
Not like
with the red hair? He has red hair, right?
Does he?
Yeah, he did in the
cartoons. He did
sometimes in the comics he has red hair, but not that's.
You think that's that or actual lighting, like actual natural hair? Excuse me.
In the comic books, well, I know in the X-Men TV show he had red hair.
Yeah.
In the comic books, I think he went back and forth. Live action, he had.
I remember him mostly for brown.
Make Cavill ginger.
Make Scott ginger. All right. So predictions for Captain Marvel. What do we think is going to happen?
I think that I think Google already recognizes that when you look up Captain Marvel, Shazamm pops up. Because obviously Shazamm is the OG Captain Marvel, not this one right here.
There's a legal battle. Let's not get into that. There was a legal battle, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
But I mean, like, we saw the Skrulls, we saw Ronan the Accuser, we saw Sam Jackson de-aged.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah,
amazing.
I was impressed. But this could definitely be the start of a new path. I think this is like what considered phase 4, maybe. I think
still phase 3.
Still phase 3. Okay, but even so, the aftermath of what with Captain Marvel, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Yeah.
When is the official launch date
for Marvel?
Captain Marvel, March 8th.
March 8th. Yeah, that sounds right.
We are in September. I just want to remind you guys, like, it's
right there. It's there.
That's right.
Right around the corner.
Supposedly, the co-star Maria Rambeau, hopefully I'm saying her name correctly, there's supposed to be like a gay relationship with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Supposedly. What do you guys think about that?
With Laura Danvers? Is that her name? Laura Van Danvers?
Carol Danvers.
Carol Danvers, yeah.
Well, in the comic books, the name, she's actually the mother of Carol Danvers' best friend in present day. So,
okay.
So I think that's who that character is playing.
Okay.
It's the black lady.
Yes.
Yeah. I think so in the movie, they're either going to be best friends and or lovers. Mm-hmm. And when Captain Marvel does come to present day, I'm going to assume that her daughter is going to be like the sidekick to.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
To Captain Marvel.
I just think it's an interesting place that we're in right now. Yeah. We went from like movies of cinema after more people of color now to actually 2 great movies, Black Panther and Crazy Rich Asians, which is actually different ethnicities dominating the movie market, but not just like dominating the movie culture. Like this is possible, and now we have women leads, not just Carol Danvers here, but also Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, and now it's like, oh, by the way, there are gay people. Like this is a thing in an actual superhero culture. Because maybe up until a couple months ago, maybe I'm wrong, there was a gay Hulk. People forget about that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The Asian Hulk.
Yes.
He was gay?
Huh? Yeah, he was gay.
God, I had his name like
Miles Morales is black, Puerto Rican and black. Excuse me, because you can be both. Cho.
Amadeus Cho.
There you go. I knew you were thinking of the name. I couldn't remember
because it was like a name that really stood out. I'm like, wait, Amadeus. Damn. Right.
Yes. So I think this is a great play and a great way to I took a screenshot to remember to introduce this into like the Marvel community, to Marvel lifestyle. I don't think it will really impact it. I just decided to bring it up just to see what you guys think. Honestly,
because it's part of life. I mean, it is what it is. It's a part of life, and there are fans who live their lifestyle.
Right,
exactly. Lifestyle, so why not?
Thank you very much for saying that.
It's great to be happy.
Yeah.
So, how do you guys feel about Henry Cavill and Affleck supposedly leaving?
Well, let's just look at what's been put out there. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Supposedly he left, or like, you know, he couldn't continue on as Superman because of a cameo for Shazamm. Now, if that's the real reason why he is hanging up the cape, it's a stupid reason. I mean, Shazamm doesn't really necessarily... Shut up, Bucky. All right, don't say anything, Bucky.
Martha. Where's Martha?
Shazamm didn't really need a Superman cameo. I mean, the cameo's already in the trailer regardless. You have a Batman cameo, you got a Superman cameo, like, you know, via a news paper, or a or a replica Batarang, because that's what it looked like, with a certificate of authenticity, maybe, I don't know. But the movie could have done without a Superman cameo. I mean,
what if it's a plot? What if it's like a M. Night Shyamalan twist? Like, I said I was leaving, but I'm not. I'm here, Superman! Hooray!
I mean, hey,
if they announce Man of Steel 2, I'll be happy.
With Henry.
With Henry. Okay. With Henry. I love Henry Cavill as Superman.
You know, Ben could be Superman. It could be the next Man of Steel.
Wrong movie, dude. Wrong movie.
Oh, okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Nicolas Cage could be Man of Steel. And the Man of Steel.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know if I don't like it. You know, that's definitely I think Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck were great in their roles.
I agree with you on that one, yes.
But Ben has his own issues, though.
Ben has his own issues.
You know, it's an everyday issue. You know, he's a human being. Everyone has their own demons to fight, and you know, the way I see it is, do you, Ben? You come first. Your health comes first. Gotham will always be waiting.
Yeah, fair enough. Gotham will always be waiting. I see what you did there. I think with Cavill, if you hear this, I think he made a great Superman. I wish they wrote a more developing script for you to show emotion, because although we normally associate Superman as a human being, we forget he's technically an alien.
Yeah, he's alien.
And although he was raised as a human, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting to kind of see that kind of like correlate and see the conflicting emotions. What we normally see is a distance, you know, from him, from other people. Don't get me wrong, Man of Steel was dope, and it kind of showed him coming to terms. Like that scene where it wasn't the White House. I keep saying the White House, but it's like where they had that meeting, that council meeting, and it blew up, and he stood there after it blew up, and he was just
the Court of Justice, the
right.
Justice Courts.
Let's just say the Court of Justice, right? I like that name. So like when he blew up, and he just stood there, and he defeated. It was like, that's what I want. If they can kind of show that, you know, Batman vs Superman, Justice League, and future projects, I think that would have been like the great catalyst of your career. I don't think that would have stopped. You know, like you would have known as Superman, but like your acting would have been like, yo, he's serious about his craft. Look what he did for Superman. Yeah. You know, look who came before him, and look how close he's come to the great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I really hope you do come back. Ben Affleck as Batman, me personally, but for a lot of people, they vibe with it. And I could totally understand that they also needed to develop a developing role for Ben. Because it's like, okay, you're kind of like right on the coattails of Bale, but you're not linking the universes.
They needed to link it.
Right. So, okay, you need to link it. Okay, you don't want to link it, but then show us who this Batman is.
Right.
Because the only developing thing I got from Ben, besides him like killing some of the criminals and branding them, was that scene where he was in the warehouse. That was a dope scene. You know what I'm saying? That shows me like how smart and intuitive he is, whatever. But aside from that,
he is.
Besides Do You Bleed? Like I'm still mad at that movie though. Like it just went through. It's a great line. It's a great line, but it's just like, you know, like when great lines are not used at their proper time. That's all I can really say. Okay.
Okay. So I think Cavill was a great Superman. I think he was a poor Clark Kent.
Okay, that could always be developed.
They did not develop him as Clark Kent. Like we came close at the end of Justice League for those 3 seconds we caught the Clark Kent that we know, you know, walking on the street. But other than that, we didn't get any type of
it's always like an extreme. Either he's Superman or I hate to say it, he's like Mama's boy.
Well, I think he's either Superman or Kal-El. There's no Clark Kent.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't do Clark.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
At least not the version that we know. If anything, if he was Clark Kent, it was the Clark Kent, the Smallville version of Clark Kent, where he's not the journalist. He's not the low key guy. He was always a guy out there. You know?
Yeah, no.
Did they try to do the low key thing? You know, but he wasn't Clark Kent. He was he was like other identities, but he wasn't Clark Kent.
No, I understand because like when he was going, like I really remember him standing out as a journalist in Batman versus Superman because that's when he was chasing after Batman.
Yeah.
Aside from that,
but it was one scene. It was only one scene.
Yeah.
That was when I told you just to cut the whole Batman thing.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent versus the Batman. You know, I mean, it was like, well, I think that's what we all hear, and that was another poorly used line. I think.
Yeah.
Like another poorly used line, but
wow, I just thought about like Percy and Jameson. How interesting relative they are in some aspects. But go ahead.
And then moving forward to Affleck, I think again in Batman versus Superman, I think he played Batman very well. He was a darker version of Batman, a Batman we didn't quite understand. And then as far as Bruce Wayne goes, I think he was the Bruce Wayne. He was the best on-screen Bruce Wayne since the first Bruce Wayne.
No, come on.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. Since
Keaton.
Keaton.
Yeah.
I think he was the best on-screen Batman since Keaton.
In my mind. I don't know who Keaton is. Yeah, okay. No, because you know what? People forget, you know, there's always that, is Batman Bruce Wayne or is Bruce Wayne Batman?
Yes.
Is Spider-Man Peter Parker or Peter Parker Spider-Man, so on and so forth, with a lot of great heroes that are like turbulent in their emotions and like dealing with stuff. I agree with you. I think he was a really good Bruce Wayne, although I don't agree with the fact that he got upset at Superman for like something that whatever, we're gonna let that go. But I agree he's like the closest thing, if not the best Bruce Wayne we've had.
Yeah.
Batman.
I think he could have been his anger towards Superman should have been
Superman. Justified?
It should have been not justified. It should have been explained.
Not Martha. Hashtag not Martha.
Hashtag
leave that lady alone.
It should have been explained. Like his issue with Superman should have been explained. They should have went a little bit deeper into it. I don't know what to say about it. I did, again, once again, I very much like Batman vs Superman, but I'm not oblivious to the fact that they could have improved on certain things.
Okay.
Moving forward to Justice League, he sucked in Justice League. To put it very, I did not like the Batman character in Justice League.
Not at all.
But I will say I loved Henry Cavill in Superman minus the face screw up.
Oh, you mean Justice League?
So it's Justice League.
Yeah.
I love Henry Cavill.
Well, they fixed it because I showed you guys on Netflix. They fixed it, but
that doesn't take away how it felt when I first saw it.
That's a poor choice on that part, because here it is. You had, once again, just to kind of bring it up, Captain America, the first Avenger. Literally, I believe if you look at it, you see his face on like a weird body, and it flows better than what we saw when we first saw that movie. And I was just like, whoa. And
the fact that it was the very first scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they put it in there to say, hey, guys, get over it. Like, this is what it is.
This is not something you should do.
This just, we're doing it. You guys paid for it. Deal with it. And I think that's what that first scene was.
The crazy thing is that had they done Justice League right? They could have messed up on BVS, right? Yeah. Whatever, how you feel is how you feel. But let's say they did it right and it was a dope movie. All the characters got their shine. I mean, Cyborg, I think, probably outshone everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Superman's greatest scene to me was when he fought the Justice League, for me personally. Batman. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the characters.
Wonder Woman was
but the beginning, like for me, that was when she saved the hostage situation. That was dope.
Other than that, she was forgettable,
which is sad. But you know, she has another movie, so she'll make up for it. There's a lot of people. Nah, I can't even say that because you know Marvel did it. You know. Yeah. But anyway, let's just say they did Justice League great, right? Yeah. Like I'm talking about great. Remember how they ended it? And like they were making a League of Doom
with room for more.
Yes, like imagine the next Justice League. See, and that's what it was. So the next Justice League 2 would be about going against all their arch enemies, Doom, right? League of Doom. And then the third one would be like Darkseid.
Yep.
Right.
Boom!
That's it. That's how you end it.
That is it. You went from crazy, powerful Doomsday, which they reneged. Then you go against all our arch enemies.
Legion of Doom.
Right?
The
Legion of Doom, right? They all know us, and oh my god, that would be dope. Because what they can do is they can kind of take the approach that Old Man Logan did, where all the villains were like, you know what, we've been doing about this wrong. How about you take my hero, I take your hero, and we'll mess him up. Mysterio, I'm gonna say messed up Wolverine. Mysterio, you know what I'm saying? They can take that approach. Boom, Justice League gets over it. Great movie, more than likely. Yep. You know, maybe they split. Maybe they split because it was too much and not trusting. Kind of like what Hawk Girl did at the end of was it season 1 of Justice League Unlimited?
Yeah,
season 1. Yeah. You know, kind of
what Civil War was.
Right.
At the end of the movie where they split.
Right.
It was initially supposed to be a 2-parter, right? Justice League?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then what brings them together? Darkseid. Because Darkseid is like Superman, although he could take him by himself, he can't.
Yeah.
He can't. He can't.
He needs somebody to for that distraction.
And what I would love for them to do is bring out the WB line with Superman against Darkseid. He's like, where Superman is like, you know, all my life I have to be careful, not to hurt everybody, but you can take it too. I can wear like my phone. What? Yo, that would be dope. And he just wails on Darkseid.
He's like, all my life I've been living in a world of cardboard.
Yes, but you can take it, and then. Okay.
Oh, and they said that there's a line similar in the new the Death of Superman film.
Yeah,
he goes all my life I've been holding back.
Yo,
and Lois is like, don't hold back. And he just wails on him on Doomsday. He just wails on him, and I mean, of course, we know the end result.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Like we love that.
Man.
Side note. If they want to hire me, I'll do it. Because at the end of that movie, I want you to understand. I want you to stay in the scene. I want you to stay after the credits, right? Because you're going to get like a 5-minute fight scene. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce Kara, Supergirl, into it, right? And I'm going with Darkseid to kind of like take her, right? I want him to kind of take him to make her the general or whatever. Yep. And he's going to make a deal with Batman, like they did in the movie, animated series, and be like, I won't come back for her. But it doesn't mean I won't come back for him. And as soon as they open the door, he comes out, guns blazing, beating them both up. That is your 5-minute. Thank you. I'm ready for hire.
Let's do it. Hire this man.
All right. Well, I guess we got to move forward and talk about Dancing with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight. Joker himself.
Right.
Woo.
Let me see.
How do you guys feel about Joaquin?
So
it's an interesting take. Definitely, for sure. Even though his name has been brought up in the discussions of who can be the next Joker.
You're right.
So it's very, from what we've seen so far, the little teaser, that little the makeup, the subway scene, even the map. You saw the map, right? You saw the little teaser and all that stuff. I don't know if that's supposed to be an indication of Snyder, himself, but hey, it's nice. But I'm curious. I'm curious.
Yeah, I look at it. I love the picture. I love the picture. I love the way it looks. And what I take away from it intrigues me.
Okay.
It intrigues me. I don't know. Originally, when they announced the Joker film, I was like, "Get." Okay, Joker before Batman. Whatever. Cool. Whatever. Great. But that picture. It's kind of like it's debate, and I'm hooked on it for right now.
I have faith.
I buy it.
I have faith. I'm sorry. You know me.
And his name, Arthur Fleck.
Yes.
A. Fleck.
Affleck.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying, you know me, I'll denounce a movie and just come at it just for fun, right? Doesn't mean I'm negative Nancy, but I'll take it. I mean, Martha, that's Martha's. No, but. Like I said, this Joker gives me Killing Joke vibes. I don't know if it's the costume. I don't know if it's the makeup for whatever reason. And Joaquin is a dope actor. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That needs to be said. Granted, he goes through stuff that the media goes after him for, blah, blah, blah. But he's a dope actor.
Yeah.
And I really have faith in him for this Joker, for this reiteration of Joker. Was it 3 Jokers supposedly in the DC unit? 3 or 4? 4. So we had Heath, who will always be an iconic, right? I think he's like the perfect mixture of dark and light, right? Mm-hmm. We have Jared, who's kind of like a dark.
He's like Joker mixed with like ecstasy or something.
Right, it's weird dark, right? Because they're all dark. Let's just say they're all dark.
Yeah, they're all dark. But he's like the drug addict Joker. I guess is what you can say.
Fair enough.
Crack addict Joker.
The crack addict.
Crack Joker. We have, of course, obviously, I got to pay homage to the OG Jack Nicholson's Joker, who's more the cartoonish one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But he's like that cartoonish, like gangster,
right?
You know, like Joker.
Agreed. So now the fourth one could be Joaquin to complete that the I don't want to say circle.
Faces of Joker.
Wait, you're gonna leave out Cesar Romero, the great Cesar Romero?
OG.
I mean,
the live action
movies,
Joker,
movies.
The guy that this was like the first non CGI where it was just like, I'm not shaving my mustache, put that white paint across my face.
Fair enough. All right.
That is also.
But where does he fit? Where would he fit though?
That is also the movie where he had like a shark repellent spray.
There you go.
I was just watching that movie.
He fits in the comical side of Joker. Like we're talking about like early Batman, like comic strip.
Okay.
Joker.
Okay. I'm trying to think if he's. We
like,
put him over Jack Nicholson.
Like this is the same Joker that is portrayed in like the cartoons. He's the live action cartoon version of Batman.
Okay, fair enough.
Joker, sorry.
So we have a fifth player, if you will. I'm sorry, Caesar. I'm sorry. I really think Joaquin can really make a decent Joker, and if they ever decide to link him to the actual
this current like timeline, or
yes,
whatever?
Yes.
But how?
I don't know, but it could be a reboot for everything. Okay, could you see him or Jared killing Robin?
Well, for this Joker, we don't know yet. If we're gonna go violent, most violent, I would have to say, Jared Leto's Joker. But this Joker, it's intriguing because he doesn't look violent.
Mm-mm. I got you. That's understandable.
It's a start. It's an origin movie.
It's an origin movie. So
I look at the pictures I sent some of you guys, and I look at the way he puts makeup on other people. And that's just sadistic to me. I have faith in this, so I understand. Yeah. I'm hanging on a ledge right here, living on a prayer, So it's just like I got you, but I really think this would be a great origin.
I agree with you. It's just with all of the things that DC could do right now, I don't know if they're going to reboot with this Joker, but you can't have this Joker and then they're still going. They're still moving on with Suicide Squad 2.
Wouldn't this Joker...
Oh, they are going through with Suicide Squad 2?
Yeah. And then you got the Birds of Prey movie that officially got its release date. What are they...
At this point right now, I'm thinking, are they even considering, making it all one universe? Or just separate universes.
They need to explain.
Because remember, now it's no longer the DCEU.
Right.
They renamed it. They rebranded. It's now Worlds of DC.
Worlds of DC. I think the Batman movie that's coming out, if they do come out with the Batman movie, that should live within this Joker universe.
Okay.
And then everything else is for, it's separate on a different Earth.
Because, with this Joker, I mean... It's happening during a time when Thomas Wayne is running for mayor. That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So when Batman finally when Bruce finally becomes Batman, and he goes up against Joker, is he gonna go up against a healthy Joker or a Joker in a wheelchair?
Yeah, because at that point, that'll be if Thomas Wayne is running for president. For mayor.
See now,
Bruce
Joker
is probably 8 years old.
Yeah.
So which means you add another 25 years on top of that before he even comes to blows with Joker. So you're going against somebody who's, let's say in his 40s right now, in his 60s.
I got you.
I'm going to get you to senior citizen home. I know where you are.
Ha, no more.
Arkham Senior Citizen Center.
Okay, so different worlds. All right, you know what?
It has to be. That's because this Joker cannot turn in. He's already older than Jared Leto's Joker. Mm-hmm. So it has to be. Maybe it's just a movie with. What if it's no superheroes in the movie? What if it's no Batman, no nothing?
You mean like Venom, where there's no.
Or what if he is the start? Because
a Joker to a Joker.
They did that with Gotham. Remember, he wasn't really the Joker. He was
his brother.
His brother.
I felt like that was a cop out, to be real with you. But
like there's always some twist that they did.
It was definitely.
There was some twist that they did, and so like I'm thinking, are they going that route as well, where he is not really Joker, but he's just like the precursor to what's to come? Maybe someone else might take that into inspiration.
So now I have to renege and say, I don't know if I have faith in the movie anymore, but I have faith in the acting. Acting.
I agree. The acting is going to be
because that doesn't make sense because like. Where's this Joker? Well, are they going to stay true and then talk about the I cannot remember the name of the substance that Ra's al Ghul uses. I mean, we call it the Lazarus Pit, but I forgot if it's
the actual name.
Dionysium, is it called?
I think so.
I could be wrong. We're gonna scratch that. But if that's the case, then my mind is blown. Because then it's like, I'm the Joker. I've been around for ages, which they did bring up before. Yeah. And I fell into this pit, and now I'm going to go after Bruce, now, 25 years later. That would be dope. That would actually be way more consistent to all DC written in the comics.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I agree with that.
All right, so we're going to go...
But I mean, it's still in its infancy. We don't know.
We don't know
yet,
But I am intrigued. Like I said, I'm not excited. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Is it because of the misdirection of DC has led you astray? Let's talk.
Misdirection of DC.
I'm lost at sea. I'm in my boat.
Hey, Aquaman's coming out.
Yeah, wait. He's right there with his whales and shit.
Where do we start with DC?
I'm going to say this for the third time.
Here we go.
I'm going to watch... No, not that.
Okay.
Not that. Martha's what he's talking about. I'm looking forward to one particular scene in Aquaman. That is when he jumps off the boat and it's dark as hell.
So you're hoping that's in the movie and not just something for the trailer?
Oh, because that has happened before.
No, yes, of course.
Yes, because I will wait till it's online and capture that moment and then put a side-by-side for the Little Mermaid when she goes against Ursula with the ship. I swear on everything I love.
Oh my gosh.
Unless there's a version of Little Mermaid that you saw that I didn't, because like I don't remember that.
It's like a dark turbulent water. Of course, obviously when they show in the water, everything is clear, you can see everything. But it's just like, it just reminds me of it. And it's like, doesn't this remind you of it? Not scene for scene, but like, doesn't this remind you of Little Mermaid?
Fun fact, there is a Little Mermaid movie coming out. With
live action.
CGI?
Live action.
Oh,
well, they're talking about it because what's her face?
I think she was cast. Zoe
Kravitz,
Mary Jane, right?
Jane
from Homecoming. Yeah, she. Well, is it because the title the title of the article that I read said that she wants to play Ariel, which gives me the impression that they haven't cast Ariel yet.
Okay. Hold on, really quick. Did they release Lion King yet, or are they still doing it?
Lion King didn't get released yet.
Okay.
They're doing a live action Lion King?
I'm not for it.
Cartoon wasn't enough?
The cartoon was everything. I had the VHS tape. I knew it from front to back. Yeah. If I had it, I'd give it to you so you can give it to Robin. Straight up.
I love Lion King.
Well, we have DVDs. I'm sorry. You're right. But no, I knew it from front to back. I'm not for it, but I'm also intrigued to watch it. Because I didn't watch Beauty and the Beast. I'm sorry. Although I like Beauty and the Beast to an extent, I feel like it's going to be so bad for me to say. But at the time it came out, and my thinking at that time, I was like, it's a girl's movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a woman empowerment movie for sure. Yeah. But it's like, it's more toward the female audience. Not necessarily true, of course, but that's how I felt at the time. Lion King, however, I was like, who doesn't love this? You know? What Sherlock play is it based off of? The King and I, or whatever it is? It's based off of Sherlock play.
You're right.
One of many. However, if we're going to talk about live action, CGI, if you will, influence movies that I'm looking forward to, forget movies, let's go into series. They're supposed to be bringing a live action Avatar series to Netflix.
Yes, they are.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Big Appa really is.
Which Avatar? James Cameron or The Last Airbender?
The Last Airbender.
Okay.
The Last Airbender, M. Night Shyamalan removed. Hopefully.
But twist, I'm still here.
You know, but that looks dope, especially on Netflix. Netflix budget is like,
is stepping their game up.
Yep. Listen, net neutrality is a thing. They're like, so we're gonna make it hard for you to not drop $10 or whatever it is. A live action Avatar series. And supposedly it looks like it's gonna stay true
to the
story, the original story. on I'm gonna shout them out.
That'd be nice.
On the Nerds of the Round Table, we were talking about how strong Avatar Aang is when he actually achieves the ultimate form, right? And I was like, he's on par with Madara, Naruto, if he doesn't have when he doesn't have that injury that stops him from going into the spiritual world. Mm-hmm. You guys remember he hurt himself because he was in that fight. What's her face? Zuko's sister, whose name I can't remember, which is bad. She injured him. He had that burn mark on his back, whatever. But when he was able to access the spiritual world, he was able to be like, I got all these powers. What you got, bro? Right. And, I said Madara could beat him, obviously, because he doesn't have that killing, that decisive killing intent. He'll take away your bending, but he won't kill you. And everybody's like, you got to kill him. He's like, nah, I'll just take away your bending. Mm-hmm. But just imagine that scene. Imagine Chosen Comet scene, that whole play out on live action, if they do it correctly. That's awesome. All right, back to Misdirection of CC. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Aquaman and Little Mermaid. Go ahead.
So you got Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman coming out.
Okay, right off the bat, although I think otherwise for Wonder Woman, I'm hoping otherwise for I think Shazam is probably going to be the top grosser. It's too much like Spider-Man Homecoming. And people will want something new. Although they'll don't get me wrong, women empowerment, dope. I'm just saying I think Shazam will outsell it. Mm-hmm. I hope they prove me wrong, for sure.
When does Shazam come out? February this year?
Let's check it.
No, I think it's Valentine's Day.
I thought it was April.
Is it April? So
it might be. I know it's sometime next year. Mm-hmm. I know that next year is the year of Captain Marvel's.
April 5th.
April 5th. Oh. Mm-hmm. Also a month after.
You got Captain Marvel coming out, and then you got Captain Marvel coming out.
They don't call it that. They call it Shazam.
Captain Marvel, the OG Captain Marvel. Fawcett Comics, damn it.
Ooh.
There you go.
Drop the bomb on us.
No, I just think DC over the
1984 is coming out on November 1st. I just want to throw that. Yeah.
Okay. They keep. I feel their movies are reacting. One movie come out and the tone is changing into reacting to something else.
You better preach on it, brother.
So Shazam is reacting to Justice League and Spider-Man Homecoming. So they're trying to blend the Homecoming vibe into Shazam. How it's going to work out, I don't know. I'm going to go and I'm going to throw my money at it. I'm going to watch it.
Take my money. Shut up and take it.
Aquaman seems to be the same thing. Seems to be they're doubling down on what was good about Aquaman in Justice League, and which they should. But we'll know more about that when the movies come out. But going back to the other movies, it just seems like every movie that comes out is a direct contrast to the movie that came out before it. Where they try to change it. They try to change it halfway through production because the other movie wasn't working, and or what they perceived as wasn't working.
Aquaman's coming out December 14th. Just want to throw that out there. Go ahead.
Okie dokies.
I think, not to interrupt you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But what needs to be said is with DC right now needs to understand how powerful fandom is. We talked about fans like letting people work. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't necessarily follow the script, let it go, work with us. You know what I'm saying? Right. And leave these people alone. They're doing the best they can. Have some sympathy, be human. But at the same time with DC, it's like, you're not really considering what we want. You understand? And I think when it comes to these comic book hero movies, we're the ones encouraging other people to see it. Yeah. I mean, other people are people who don't necessarily read into comics like that, but the go hard, the die hard fans are like, no, you need to see this. Right. No, you missed this scene. You got to check the ultimate cut. You got to do all this other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're the one pushing for the revenue long term, and we're the ones who in a sense are like, yo, we're happy, we're not happy. Mm-hmm.
We're the ones who get disappointed the most.
Right. Yep. Especially, and you're going to hear us more, Really quickly, Man of Steel, once again, really great movie. It took me a second time to really understand and accept it, for sure, because I was really turned off by that crazy marketing scheme, that fight with Zod, towards the end, go through so many of our corporation stores. But I understand, everybody did it, Transformers, Then BVS, and it's just for me, it's okay, what? I bring up Martha all the time, bring up Bucky, that's fine. But, it's it was split in the middle, either you liked it or you didn't, and then they started reneging on things, and it's oh my God, you're ruining this for me, more so. Mm-hmm. And then it's Justice League, and it's just well, how did you mess this up? How did you gave us so much hope. You gave us so much. Not just, okay, remember at one point we were even talking about hope never dies. He's got a shirt on that says hope never dies. The crazy thing is, we were literally going back and forth. I remember we were rewinding the advertisement, trying to see who Alfred was talking to at the end. And I was like, maybe it's a Green Lantern, because I saw the green flash in the glass. I was like, but it was Superman. We correctly guessed it was Superman.
Yeah, but that whole thing was, everybody knew. All right, everybody knew Superman was alive. Okay, everybody knew Superman was alive.
Technically, BVS, the dirt did lift off the ground.
Yes, it did. And that's what I said. So everybody knew he was alive. So for their big surprise was to be Superman's coming back to life. It was kind of like, well,
the return was a disappointment.
Yes,
it was like,
the fight scene was dope.
Fight scene was dope. But return was disappointment.
Yes, and I think it should have been. They should have included some other surprise, or include Superman in the marketing for the movie, because a lot of people didn't go because they didn't think, like, I know a lot of my older coworkers who are 50s to 60s, they didn't see the movie until way after the fact, because they thought Superman wasn't in the movie,
right?
Because they're not comic book fans. They didn't know.
They could have done the traditional rush, the woof that he does when we all know.
You see the eyes,
right.
You hit his face lifts up, you don't see nothing. It's just all dark, and you just see the eyes glow.
I think the surprise should have been like a Green Lantern,
or Green Lantern.
It's a missed
or somebody else
opportunity. It's a missed opportunity. They should have capitalized on his facial hair, because it's like, if he has the facial hair, then make his hair longer. Go according to the comic books. He grew his hair in that regeneration chamber, that Kryptonian regeneration chamber. If he grew his hair, why can't he grow some facial hair? You know what I mean?
Realistic.
It's like, go with that. And plus, my anger isn't toward DC. My anger is towards Warner Brothers. I can't stop thinking about that damn meme, man, which is like, you can't stop me. It's like, I know, but he can. Like, God damn it. It's true. It's WB pulling all the strings, and it really has nothing to do with DC. Just like Marvel. Marvel, you can't really hate on Marvel because they're on the right track, but they got the proper funding. They got Disney to back them up. Yeah. I mean, they were doing good in the beginning. True. They had Paramount, they had Universal, but then, the whole Disney thing came into being, and then that changed everything. It was just like, here's a blank check. Do what you guys feel like is right. They do their thing.
Talking raccoon? Done.
I'll give you a talking
tree that only says Groot?
Right? Done. Yo, I mean, like, they
wow, how
10 years of this stuff, and they are on the right track. I can't even imagine what they're going to do with the next 10 years. So Disney needs to, really, not even Disney, Warner Brothers, they just need to. I mean, the one thing that actors always say is, to the studios, is trust your directors.
Yeah,
trust.
We've been hearing that a lot.
Trust the people who you Stop putting limitations on, stop being greedy. Stop being greedy. Stop letting money run the whole show. Give the people what they want. That's it. Simple motto, I think.
I agree.
I forgot my first point, so I'll say my second point. What was the movie within the 10-year run of Marvel that impacted you the most? Like, when it came out, you were just like, this is great. It's a great movie. It just, impacted you, and you're just like, wow.
Thor? For me, it was Thor, because it was right after Iron Man. Even though Iron Man is the first, but once you get characters like Thor come into play to live out in this universe, that world, if you can make, the motto is, if you can believe a man can fly, you can believe that a character like Thor can come to life and be properly done on the big screen.
Got you.
And they did not fail. They failed his eyebrows, but they did not fail.
How about the eyebrows?
For me, it was, even though this is probably not one of the best movies, probably not in anybody's top 5, it's Iron Man 2. That's the first one. That's the first one that I saw in theaters, I believe. That's the first movie I saw in theaters, and from there I was,
because they didn't have Terrence Howard.
They didn't have Terrence.
They didn't Howard. Iron Man.
Come on, Iron Man. But yeah, that was the first one I saw in theaters, and from there I was kind of like, this is pretty good. This is very interesting, and I still think Iron Man 2 is pretty good in retrospect.
Fair enough.
It's not one of the best movies, but for the time it was amazing.
I was stuck because when I thought about this, I was thinking Iron Man itself, because that was a dope movie.
Yeah.
But if I had to go off everything, like culture shock wise and everything, Guardians of the Galaxy, because that's literally like a haymaker. Who knew? I dare say people knew less about Guardians of the Galaxy than Black Panther, if not on the same level.
Yeah, definitely. I had no clue who Guardians.
That was the ultimate test because like most of the movie takes place in space,
right?
So if you're gonna do a movie that takes place in space, you got to do it right. You know, like we've had movies where it was like the setting was in space, Alien.
Yeah.
You know the.
Prometheus is what I'm thinking.
You know, like,
I know what you're saying. Like,
but if you're gonna do it right, if you're gonna do it proper, like Guardians of the Galaxy is that movie to where they took that setting and it was like, boom, right there,
just away from Earth.
Yeah,
and we thought it was a standalone
away from the norm,
and
away from the norm,
and it didn't necessarily have just humans.
Right. He was like, Star-Lord. He was like, finally. Yo, throughout that whole movie, he's been trying to like get people to call him by that name. He's like, finally, yo.
Just think about
that was a cool like reaction. That was a cool because like you would expect that, you would want that if you like Captain Jack Sparrow, like you would want to be called Captain Jack no matter what. Yeah. But the fact that throughout the whole movie, he's been trying to get people to call him Star-Lord, Peter, and then finally he's like Star-Lord. And he's like, finally, like that's a natural. Like reaction and like I'm saying, like even like Guardians when it came out, knocked it out of the park. That was the summer of Guardians. That's it.
Need I say, shame on me. I did not see that movie in theaters. I seen the movie after it came out on DVD. Not only that, I bought the copy from Best Buy, the Blu-ray, and I had it sit for 2 months before I even watched it. And the first time I watched it, I was like, What have I been doing? No, it was a birthday gift.
Okay.
It was a birthday gift.
Okay,
It was a birthday gift.
Okay.
There's some movies that you just need to see in theaters, you know? And for me, like, I missed out on Black Panther, on you know, seeing it in theaters. Like, I totally missed out on that. But then watching it on Blu-ray and seeing all the graphics, because I saw it on our favorite website. And even though the image was botchy and stuff, but still, I was just like, at the time when I saw it, Black Panther was still out in theaters. So when I saw the that particular copy, like at the end of the movie, I looked at my wife and I'm like, "Yo, we need to see this shit in theaters, man!" like. But even though we never got to, but I was just like, "We need to see this in theaters,"
I got you.
And we've been meaning to, but you know, work is work, you know,
life
stress is stress, right? And so, like to me, Black Panther is just one of those movies where I wish I would have taken the chance to see it in theaters.
And you see, like that's what. This is so off topic, but I think it's worth saying. That's what a lot of companies are forgetting too. You know, here it is. They're looking at like maybe like Netflix. They're looking at like Hulu as their competitors and what they can offer, and they forget like getting people in the theater is the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. Like getting people into the theater just to get them in the theater is no longer the goal. Get them in the goal to get them in the theater to have an experience. Yeah. Right. Because I assure you, there's nothing more satisfying for a company, for a movie, for a director who's in the theater watching other people have moments with and loving his movie and then going out to tell people. A clear example of this, forget Scream. You guys remember Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember when Scary Movie came out and everybody was like, "What's up?" And it was like, oh my God. People, I remember that was one of my earliest memories of people going to see a movie 2 to 3, 4 times. Something like that was probably further down the line. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something, but like 8 Mile. With Eminem, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when you create that movie experience where people are just, like, mind blown, I think I might have forgot something, and not just critics, but they want to go tell their friends.
Day.
Fair enough,
right.
Yeah. There you go.
That movie was everywhere.
You know, to go back to see it again and experience with people, that's movie experience. Not necessarily what you have in the arcade room or the food and stuff, although you're not like, but when you create that experience for people, that story, then we go see it. Because I remember Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I want to see it again.
You want to give them a reason to come and be like, because Guardians was that movie where everyone was like, wow, you need to see this movie. Like, you need to go and see it.
Like, I know you're doubting, but you need to see it.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was that. Doctor Strange in 3D, to be exact.
Okay.
Was insane. I seen it the first time in, you know, regular theater, and I went to see it the second time in 3D because my coworker said to see it in 3D. I seen it and it was amazing.
I saw it and I told wifey, I was like, imagine this movie high.
yeah, facts.
Yo, like if you were on acid or something, LCD, like what would this movie look like? Because it was a lot of colors, a lot of like that magic and distortion and shit, and
which actually fits the film.
Yep.
The movie.
I don't do 3D movies often.
Me neither.
I don't like it, but
at all. because I got burned. Okay.
Oh, I never do. I got
3D. Burned by the Harry Potter and the Whomping Willow, whatever that's called. The
Chamber of Secrets.
I'm gonna always call it because I'm focused on that Willow part. Like, come on, man. Like, we only got 3D for the train ride, and that was it. And I was like, what did I pay for these uncomfortable blue glasses?
So when you went to see it, so the 3D part was only the train ride?
Only the train ride with the car, bro. I think when they entered Hogwarts, platform 8 3/4, whatever that is,
and that was it.
That was it.
That was the only 3D
that was
scene?
it at that time.
At least Superman Return has more scenes, yo. Like, fuck.
I have somebody who I went to
because I saw that in 3D, and there was like certain portions throughout the movie that you had to see in 3D.
Sense, whatever.
But I never been a fan of 3D, so
I'm not a fan of 3D. But just that particular movie, I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
Good, yeah.
I'm forgetting a movie that people went to go see that I just remembered. I want to give it its props because it's worth giving its props. Inception.
Oh, yes.
Because even when you think you understand, you don't.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't see it in 3D, but the movie itself is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's one of those movies you like. I feel like I missed something.
Yeah.
You know?
You can watch the movie right now.
That list that you texted us not too long ago about like the top, whatever, if you look, most of them are Chris Nolan movies.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Like top 5, top 10.
He was doing his thing, man.
That guy's good.
Joker? Wait, did we ever finish?
We did.
Joker?
We were going to actually talk about Wonder Woman and Aquaman being the center of the DC universe.
Oh, right. We're on DC.
Well, they need to now because they're losing Batman and Superman.
They're losing their you know, they don't feel so good, so they're gonna go home.
So we gotta go with those guys. So
you know,
here's what I think can possibly save DC within the next year.
WB.
Okay, we were to get. I gotta talk about DC.
Right. You know, but WB.
A movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's, if you want to link it to Justice League, we can, right? But let's do the late. I forgot the name of the story, but when Batman goes against Wonder Woman and she beats the crap out of him, I think it's for Hippolyta. He pretty much goes. He goes for, I forgot what the full story was, but he pretty much has to go to the land where no man should be, and he has to get like this girl who's under Wonder Woman's protection. Right? If you can build that story up, not only does it make Wonder Woman a little bit more exciting, because now she's like, oh, by the way, you thought I was joking. I'm working with y'all, but I'm all about this Amazon life. Right. You know what I'm saying? These are my peoples. But then she beats Batman. And I think that will kind of create a controversy to make us be like, okay, well, where are they going to go now? What's going on with Justice League? Mm-hmm. Once again, Doom would be dope and Darkseid. Mm-hmm. As far as Aquaman goes, I really hope they like blow us out of the park with that. They've been talking about Easter eggs and whatnot.
Right.
I really hope they blow us out of the park, and it's like, whoa, like this was totally badass. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope they do Manta's face better. Black Manta, yeah.
Well, I actually loved it. I loved it.
I thought it was too big and bulky, but
the guy
is big and bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like it was still proportionate.
Yeah. The guy that wears the suit, the guy that's gonna play him in the movie, he said, I'm taking the shit home, because he said when he put on the suit, he was just like so like struck by it. He's like, no, I want to take this home.
Okay,
you know, like I want to take the suit home.
Yeah. I really hope they really bring us a really dope Aquaman development story, so that we can kind of understand why he's always angry, like the Hulk. But at the same time, we get to understand what he has to deal with, so that way further going on, boom, it's like, all right, cool. We got an established character with an established history that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And then if you want, Cyborg.
Right.
Because I think Cyborg is waiting to blow.
He needs his own movie. I mean,
that's what I think so, too.
You know, like a lot of these characters, these smaller role like characters, like they need their time to shine. Like as I said, there's we got to be patient. I hate it to say it, but we got to be patient when it comes to these movies, you know, because it's all timing.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but you'd be like 5 years in, man.
It's a process, man.
5 years, more like 30, yo. Like, been waiting since I was a kid. What's up,
DC?
I think I'm gonna piggyback off what you said. I don't know if you said it here or before, but I think they need to recast the Flash.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I felt like if at least, or if they keep the Flash, they need to do something different.
They need to really
make him like Wally or Impulse or something.
Well, he's Barry Allen, so he's more like the serious type of, you know.
Kill him off. Wally.
I didn't like his portrayal of Barry Allen. I didn't mind the Flash, part, but like his portrayal of Barry Allen, just to me, I felt like I was looking at Wally, not Barry.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
You know, like
Impulse.
You know, or Impulse. You know, like, but he wasn't necessarily like the.
Technically, doesn't that make? I'm thinking BVS. Like he went back in time.
That's the older Flash, who we don't even know who that guy is. Right. You know, but I just got more of a taste of Wally or Impulse, as you say, in Justice League than I did in Barry Allen. You know, because like he didn't sound. Oh, obviously he did not sound very mature.
Yeah, he wasn't smart. He wasn't the Barry Allen that we know and love again.
Even
again, everybody starts from someplace.
Right.
You know when to me he sounded like Barry Allen? When he had that Suicide Squad cameo and he saw the whatever, the boomerang, he was like, you know, what's that line he uses? No
honor amongst thieves.
Right, you know, and then he goes straight for Captain Boomerang, and to me that it sounded like he was Barry.
Even his voice sounded more powerful. It was like a wimpy sounding voice.
Yeah, I got
it was a more powerful voice, and it was at the same time cracking the joke.
Yeah,
you know, and it was pretty cool.
I wonder if that was a test, and they decided to like just go back on that. That's interesting. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at that scene only. Okay, I'm not gonna play that movie.
Well, side note. So, did everybody see Mission Impossible?
Which
the
latest one? No, it's out. Oh my god, I missed it.
Okay.
Is it dope?
It's a dope movie. Yeah,
okay, hold on. We gotta have this moment.
It's Tom Cruise doing his own stunts, man.
First of all, respect to that man,
yes.
Because I remember when he was outside that carrier plane, and that was it.
Right. That was Rogue Nation, right?
Yo.
Shout out to Tom.
Say whatever you want about him, how you feel about him, that's fine. But acting wise, for Mission Impossible, he has been on point. Yes. The first one,
that's his baby. That's his baby.
The second one is where we all fell in love with him because he did the whole face changing thing.
But he did that in the first one too, though.
He did it, but not. It was
way more impactful. Yeah. You're right, but it was way more impactful.
He did it fast. Like it was like they didn't.
Oh, you mean like it? When he was changing in the bathroom. Because he was wasn't Philip Seymour Hoffman the villain in Mission 2?
Yes.
Or was it 3?
Which one was 3 now? Oh my god, you're gonna make me
3 was the when he retired. 3 was when he was retired and he was married.
Second one, because remember he was Zoe Saldana was his love interest. It wasn't.
Yes.
Zoe Saldana. Yeah. Because she ended up getting her own movie.
Yeah. Where she was the Savannah. So started with an S. I got the movie too.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Zoe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was his love interest. He went to go back to save her. I remember like the guy, the villain, pretty much was like he was suspicious, and he dressed up as Tom Cruise, and he found out the information and everything. Mm-hmm. That was dope. And then the motorbike scene.
Right.
There's so many details I gotta go over.
Oh,
besides Daniel Craig's James Bond, the first one and the second one were probably my favorite Mission Impossibles. Don't get me wrong, he's had some pretty good ones, but you know, every now and again they go up and down, right? So it's like 5 now? 5 or 6?
This is
the third one is when he came out of retire, and he
did
he shock himself in like Thailand or something like that? Yeah.
He had to he
had a thing. Yeah, you're right.
Not that poison. He had the bomb in his head.
Yeah, in his head. Yeah, exactly. He had to set it off. Woo!
I say my list goes.
Oh, I gotta look. Go ahead.
1, 6.
Really?
4, 2, 5, 3.
Wait.
Mission.
Wait.
Ghost Protocol. Oh my god.
Oh yes, I forgot about Ghost Protocol. Ghost Protocol is that's
Tell us about this movie.
Okay.
Lead us.
All right, so this movie starring my homie, Henry Cavill. Superman, aka soon to be Cyclops.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just amazing. His the action, the acting.
Off the Tower of Dubai.
That was Ghost Protocol, right?
Yes.
Oh man.
Because I remember that, and then Fast and Furious did something like that where they went from
jumped.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
But when I think about that one, he was like Hawkeye. What's the guy who plays Hawkeye? Who's in that movie?
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
He goes. you're not gonna reach. And he goes, no shit. But yeah, so
there's a 6-movie box set if you want to get it.
I already got them all. I would, but I already got them all.
Fair enough.
This movie is such a great movie. Action movie, like I said, acting was on point. The reasons behind everybody's motivation. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Okay.
But the reasons behind everybody's motivation was on point. The one thing that I was upset about is they said, and I quote, when Justice League came out, the mustache would be explained. Fuck. I left the movie theater while excited and happy, also kind of like, wait, they never...
No.
What's going on with the mustache here? You know? But other than that...
Wait, so they said that the mustache would be explained in the movie?
Why it was so important.
Did they?
No.
Okay.
No, not even a little bit. It was just facial.
What was the name of this one called? Fallout?
Yes.
Fallout, yes.
So they ranked it at number 4. Believe it or not. They gave Rogue Nation 3, Ghost Protocol 2, and they gave number 1 to Mission Impossible. This is just one list.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, all these movies are good.
To me, the latter movies seem like they've gotten better.
Yeah, they definitely.
Because, like, I mean, that plane and that Dubai,
goddamn. Yo, I'm telling you, this man is... Okay, because isn't there a scene where he, like, crashes, like, head on into a car? Oh.
It's a scene with a helicopter. It's a scene with a helicopter.
So, are you telling me it's worth... I'm gonna say $5.99, but it's worth my $10 to $15 to go see.
I absolutely loved this movie.
Okay, all right, T. I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push you a little bit.
Yes.
Rank it. Top 3, top 5. Where you putting it?
To me, it is. It's well. Every time I think about it, it's different, right? It's not 1. 1 is the original.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's right there to me with which one was Rogue Nation? 5. What was
Rogue Nation is 5, yeah.
5. So it's right there with 5 and 4 as to being like 5 is like 5, 4, and 6. Like right there. Right there. Like, and those top 3 movies, like I said, all great movies, but it's fighting for one of those spots.
Okay.
But it is above 2 and it is above 3 in my opinion. It is above 2 and 3.
I have to see this now. I mean, I was gonna see, but I have to see this now.
It's really good. So I would say 1, 5, 6, 4, 2, 3.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say?
1, 5, 6, 4, 2, 3. That's our combination.
Yeah, I think I pretty much would categorize it that way. 1, 2.
I'm gonna have to go on this website of yours and watch, and pay and watch.
That's right. We are law-abiding citizens.
Right, yeah.
Just want to throw that out there. Anyway, let's move forward and talk about the good, the bad, the Venom. Marvel, let me tell you something. I think in a long time... Hold on, I'm really thinking. In a long time, this might be a miss. I was super, duper excited.
Well, Sony.
Sorry, you're right.
Sony.
It's you know what I'm thinking of the character in Marvel.
It's still Marvel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's still Marvel, but it's more of a Sony movie than it is Marvel. It feels that way to me.
Yeah. So like I was super duper excited that Tom Hardy, who's a phenomenal actor. If you guys don't know, please do your research, do your Googles. That it was going to play Venom, right? He's going to play Eddie Brock. I was skeptical, a little taken aback that there wouldn't be an appearance in Spider-Man in it. But then I was like, okay, different companies, whatever. But maybe a reference, something. You're going to try to do the whole Venom landscape without Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong, Venom is dope as a character. But his backbone, the reason why he's so great is because of his conflicts with Spider-Man. Yeah. You understand? It's like saying The Simpsons is still great without Homer and Bart. No, it is not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like Maggie's dope, Lisa's dope. Marge is dope too when she like breaks out every now and again, but Homer and Bart really drive the episodes. You know what I'm saying? And that's with respect to the other characters that are in the like, oh my god, all of them. But it's just like, okay. But as the trailers, and it's funny because like really good trailers for really good movies, I stopped watching. Yeah. I keep watching this, and it does not. It's just like it's help. So
I seen the first Venom
trailer. They're gonna chuck it in the sea with Aquaman.
I seen the first Venom trailer when they didn't show Venom at all, and I was like, well, this is, and I understand why they didn't do it because the CGI wasn't finished. And I was like, this is good. This is good. The second trailer came out, and I was like, well, he looks good. Maybe the CGI is not finished.
Right.
The last trailer came out, and I was like, oh boy, like this doesn't. I don't know what's gonna happen here. And then the the football 30-second spot came up, and I was like, oh, this is going to suck. And I don't know if it's because I don't know.
I still think they're testing the waters with this one.
Okay.
You know? So based on its success, we'll see if it'll be included in the MCU because they still can.
Yeah, no.
You know,
doubt.
they still can, but as I said before, it feels more of a Sony movie than a Marvel movie. And plus, Sony, I think they still own the Spider-Man rights, the film rights, meaning like they own like some of their characters. Yeah. So.
I think they own some of them, but at the same these rights that Sony have and that they share with Marvel are kind of convoluted to a point because while Sony does have, you know, they purchased the whole Spider-Man brand, you know, years ago, and with this deal with Marvel. That allows certain characters to cross over into the MCU, but that only depends on what characters Marvel wants.
Right.
So Sony can't say we want you to include Venom. To hell, we don't want Venom. You know, like our contract was for what we want, and we wanted Spider-Man.
So, do they have rights to Homecoming?
They share Homecoming, but it's Sony's movie produced by Marvel.
Right. Okay,
or is it Marvel movie produced by Sony?
So depending, we know who you're going as, Halloween. Sony. So then, if let's just say Venom is a bust, then is it fair to say that Sony should stop superhero movies?
Right. No, I see it differently. I see if Venom is a bust, they're going to look at it and say, you know something, we need to make money, and let's pull Spider-Man back from Marvel, and let us do Spider-Man because Spider-Man, regardless, Spider-Man is going to make money. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Spider-Man is going to make money. You put Spider-Man and Venom in a movie together, it's gonna be money.
But you know it's gonna do that.
The movie probably won't be.
Yeah, no. I agree.
They'll make money.
I don't think they're gonna do that, but I'm gonna let Lewis talk.
But they have to agree. You know, they have to agree when and how they want to share these characters.
Well, I think their contract is up. The contract is up after Spider-Man 2.
Like to share the character, like the Spider-Man character.
So if they could always redo the contract, but as far as I know, the contract is up next year. That's their appearances.
You know what, Sony, just
let it go.
Yeah, just let it go. You know, like
the 2 Avengers movies.
Because normally
Home Away,
the 2 Spider-Man movies. Yeah. So that's the 5. That's the 5 deal.
Right.
Although it's very likely, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it won't happen. I just don't think they will do it because I don't think long term contractually they'll make money off of it. And with the failures of the movies like Fantastic Four previously, the semi-lukewarm successes of Spider-Man movies, I don't think long term it makes sense for them. Because remember, this is if Venom
is just going to hurt their brand.
Yes, yeah. And that's, you know what, they'll protect their brand no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not making money, even if their brand was hurt, but it was still making money, they'll work with it. But if they're not going to make money, they'll make money for that one movie.
Yeah.
Off a hype. Well, but we've already seen Spider-Man versus Venom, and that turned out horrible. Spider-Man 3. Right.
It's the timing.
Right. And that could have been a great movie.
Yeah.
But whatever.
What about?
But that was Sony. That was also Sony trying to pressure Sam Raimi to put in.
What if they let Spider-Man? What if they let Spider-Man stay in MCU? And this is just, I'm just throwing.
I think that makes sense business-wise.
You keep them in there. And now for their particular movies, what if they bring back an older Spider-Man? But not to star in the Spider-Man movie. They bring back Tobey Maguire. Or
just to just to be seen swinging or something like that, cameos?
To introduce Miles Morales.
Well, okay, that's dope.
And then that version of Spider-Man, the Peter Parker, I should say,
that could be there,
killed.
Right?
That version of Peter Parker is killed, leaving Miles Morales.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, so now they're working on two different universes.
Two different Spider-Men.
Okay, that's fine.
Who can now cross over? No, maybe no, you can't because Peter Parker's. Never mind.
But through the magic of Doctor Strange, he can.
There you go.
Here's what I think that's a dope idea. It's already been done. Don't get me wrong with Secret Wars and whatnot. Secret Wars 2. I think they should take your idea and they should just work on a different universe in which Miles Morales is present. They got to work on a different, like friend that he has.
Yeah, but you have to introduce Peter Parker first before we get to Miles Morales. So that's what I'm
which
saying.
Is fair.
If you bring back
they can do the Ultimate
older,
Universe. They can do the Ultimate Universe for sure. I agree with you. And Osborn is still there, and then all that good stuff. Great series, guys. Catch up to that Spider-Man Ultimate Universe. My only thing is, I think if they are going to do that, they're going to wait till December 14th because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is coming out. That's the animated with Miles Morales. Yes. So, I think that's the test. Exactly. They're going to see exactly how that does. Technically, a Black and Puerto Rican Spider-Man animated. How does that do? How does that fare with with everybody else? I think it'll do great.
I think it'll do great.
It already has done great, but I think they're just like. Okay.
They want to see more of these characters, so...
And not for nothing, if it goes really well, they might be in that, we're going to wait for more, but imagine them being the competitor for DC Animations. Because Marvel doesn't really have it, let's be real, animated-wise. They got live action. Yes. But DC's animated game is strong. Yes. So imagine if Sony's like, we don't got that, but we got animations. That might be something.
Yep. I agree with
that. Yeah.
So, hear me out on this one now. What if we are preparing? Sony or Marvel is preparing currently to release a Miles Morales live action movie.
I think they need to.
And here's why I say that. And this is going to transition into how I feel. I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist. So in the comic books,
kind of.
in the comic books right now, Miles Morales is popping. He has his own line. He's popping right now. In this, sorry, before I go any further, how did you play Spider-Man yet?
I did. I didn't beat the game.
How far did you get?
I think I'm like 20% of the game. I think there's something like that. So
you didn't see anybody's son?
No, but I'm close to that.
We'll
no, talk about it.
No.
Come on, talk about it.
I can't. We will jump back into this next time.
No, guys. Bucky. No spoilers.
sorry.
No spoilers, Bucky.
Oh my goodness.
So I can't continue this. So next topic.
I'll say this. I think Sony's best strategy is to lease out, if you will, to rent Spider-Man. Because Tom Holland is hot right now. And unless Tom Holland wants to, his management team is like, all right, you've done enough Spider-Man movies, walk away, which I don't think will happen for another 2 movies. Give him 3.
He made more than that, though.
I think he will. But, he'll probably say. But then as an actor, kind of like Tobey Maguire, he wants to be known for other things, But I think he's it. I think the best bet is to allow both of them to coexist. Maybe make a story to link them later on, later on, but just work on a different universe where Miles Morales is popping, for sure.
Yeah. Because, again, at some point, Tom Holland is going to get older.
Yeah.
He's going to get older, and I can see...
The son.
Maybe 3 movies from now, Tom Holland being...
that bright star.
Miles Morales in the game?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
You talking about the son?
I'm not saying nothing.
Miles' uncle is the greatest thief. I forgot what he is. He's a really good thief and whatever. Yeah. His dad used to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. He's the Prowler, right? They made him the Prowler?
The uncle's the Prowler.
Yo, can I just talk about the Prowler? Wait, anyway, back up.
No, but no.
Don't you have to get him? Oh, sorry, I stepped away from the mic. Don't you have to go after the Prowler or something like that?
No, it's the storyline in it it's an all original storyline.
Okay,
it's all original storyline.
I will sit down now.
But the introduction to said character is insane. It's insane. It's beautiful. It is touching, and it is definitely a jumping off point for somebody.
Okay, so I'm going to let you speak about Spider-Man because you played it and we need to talk about it. I do want to say this. I was corrected because on Last Stop on L, the other podcast I'm on, we talked about Spider-Man, and I was like, one of the things that made it really good is because they reinvented it. Not really per se, but they did add a lot more space where you can go, you can walk on. It's more detailed. Yeah. Like one of the famous video that's going around like the gram of Insta is this guy who lives in a high-rise building literally plays the game and shows the location where Spider-Man is at, and then you see the same exact building outside his house, detailed exactly.
Yes.
They've been doing that since Spider-Man 2, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember if it was PlayStation or PlayStation 2. And like PlayStation 2, the artists literally went throughout the whole New York. They actually had the towers, if I'm not mistaken, but they took that out. Yeah. And they detailed it very deeply because one, Spider-Man was just swinging in the air. You didn't see where the actual web goes. But two was like, no, you actually have to kind of plan. There are different ways to do this, blah, blah, blah. I had to be corrected because I originally said that they took the battle schematics of like Arkham Asylum, the battle technology, the way they did battle, and they put it here and they just did it with Spider-Man, which makes sense because it's Spider-Sense. But actually, Spider-Man 2 was the one to do it first. Okay. And it's actually Batman that took it.
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, there are certain points, certain locations in the city where in the Spider-Man game where it looks like it's just a carbon copy of what it is in real life, and it's
Can you swim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I didn't play the game, but I've seen some
I'm acting stupid right now.
Some walkthroughs here and there, whatever.
Like
the main thing is I'm a big Ghostbusters fan, and so like I follow the community, like create your packs, your like the actual traps and all that other stuff. Cool. So I'm working on wifeys at the moment, by the way. But then like one of the things, like since the game has come out, I cannot help but see pictures because like is there a feature in the game where he takes selfies and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so all I kept seeing since this game has come out is him taking selfies at the freaking firehouse, the Ghostbusters firehouse. Yes! And he's like this, and I'm looking at it, I was like, wow, that is like exactly like to the detail. And someone was like playing it, and they said if you go behind like around the firehouse, on the wall is a green ghost. Obviously, it's a reference to Slimer. So I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. I see what because they own the Ghostbusters property, so they can do that.
I just love the fact that they incorporate New York all together.
The Brooklyn Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge looks exactly like the Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan. Grand Central Station looks like Grand Central Station.
And then the crazy thing is like that selfie thing. First of all, photograph mode I think is a great way for a business to kind of like a studio, to like really push out their content for the game because even Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has a photograph mode. And they want you to put like that hashtag with or whatever. I have some ideas. I tried it, but I'm too busy broadcasting with it. I'm like, all right, I'll come back to it. But think about it. Like, people want to know the game. So what better way for you to have like a photograph? And it makes sense. Peter Parker is a journalist.
Right.
That's his thing. Yeah. Fight me. I take a picture. I win. Sell it to... Oh. Okay. Can we have a real discussion, though? Spider-Man is an OG for two things. Number one, in the animated series... Over 96 episodes, whatever. He's beat countless villains, and how many punches did he throw? 5?
Yeah, he didn't throw too much.
Spider-Man is really the one-punch man. The one-punch man got that. Shout out to Danny Ocean for that joke. The second one is, if you think about it, Spider-Man, the animated series, was really like a real-life preparation of what the real world was going to be like. Unless you're like a specialist, which most of the people he saved were specialists. Like, you're not going to get paid for a lot of good things you do. Like that, you know what I'm saying? And you need money. I'm sorry, if I was Spider-Man, I would have taken a bag off of Robin. Let me hold this bag real quick. You know what I'm saying?
This is my fees.
I'm a hero for hire. We're going to talk about that next. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
And then not just that, but he's taken selfies at like different like landmarks and stuff.
Yeah,
like
man.
the Doctor Strange's house. Jessica Jones, like Alias, whatever her office is called, or whatever, Alias Enterprise, and Iron Fist, the Rand
Industries.
Yeah. So it's like I thought it's cool that they put all of that in there.
That's dope. And it kind of makes you more involved, too, because it's like, not only are you in New York, but you're in Marvel's New York.
Yes. Right.
So it's like, who wouldn't do that?
The Avengers Tower.
The funny thing with Avengers Tower is, like, a buddy of mine said he played it. He's like, that they talk about how, like, they're never there. Or shit.
Yeah.
I was looking for something X-Men related, but I couldn't find anything.
Not yet. I don't think they're really... Maybe in a update, something that comes later on. But that'd be dope. I mean, come on.
Dope. They're there in New York. I mean, I don't know. They're not in the city though. That's the thing. They're in the upstate. But
Imagine if whether it be Universal Studios or Disney makes a Marvel replica of New York City that you can kind of walk through. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously they gotta tone it down. Yeah. But like, just imagine that, and you can, like, I don't know, like swing from a web or something.
That'd be dope.
That'd be dope.
Oh, can't imagine the insurance that they would have to.
You know that long line where you have to read everything? I mean, but they got the money. Who wouldn't do it? All right, so let's talk about Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
All right, so right off the bat, first of all, Daredevil coming, season 3. He didn't die. He's still out here. I mean, I'm just saying, but he didn't die. He's coming out. Was it October 4th? I believe it's October 4th. I'm going to check on that. But Iron Fist. The best way I can say this is you guys remember mountain bikes, right? Mm-hmm. Remember mountain bikes have like different speeds, like 10-speed mountain bike.
5-speed, 10-speed, yeah.
Right. And then they have like different gears.
They don't have those no more?
I believe so. I mean, now everything is made customized.
I used to fix them.
Oh, snap. Watching Iron Fist is like starting up a hill on the 3rd hardest gear on the hardest speed. Yeah. Okay? Because it's just like, man, it's getting there.
It's hard to get into.
Unfortunately, T's the only one who finished it. I'm gonna let him speak.
So, like Mayhem said, it is a hard start. It's a very hard start to Iron Fist.
Comes out on Halloween. I mean, not Halloween, but like when Halloween gets released, October 19th.
Oh, the movie. Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. So upset now.
It's a long. It feels longer than what it actually is, but once you get to the end, I believe it's It's very satisfactory. Mm-hmm. The last episode itself kind of makes everything worth it. The last couple of minutes of the episode, everything, it was good. It was a step up from what it was before, which isn't saying much. It's not saying much. It was a step up, but it was on par with Luke Cage's last season, which was okay, to say the least.
Wait,
Bumbleclart.
Season 2 was okay, Luke Cage?
Luke Cage.
Because I only saw like the first 4 episodes, maybe. I'm going to give you...
That's when it was good.
Yes. Luke Cage season 2. At some point, I felt like this woman kept telling me how she was raised and what she had to do, and it just kept... I kept reliving everybody's story over and over again, their origin story throughout the season. And it's just like...
We saw this already. Why are you telling me again?
Yes.
We remember.
Yes.
Stop telling me.
The only person that I had to wait for the origin story was Shades. And then even that went complex, and I was like, all right, cool. Right. But I never got that far because I was just like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. Everybody else. And
it's very similar in Iron Fist, where you see the same exact conflict that happened in the beginning of the series never was resolved until the end. So it was like constant.
Oh, with the guy.
Constant. And then finally it's like, oh, well, finally they did it. But something happens towards the end, which was very... I didn't think they would take that route. Okay. They took a route that I never thought that they would take, and they took it and they stuck to the guns with it. Stuck to the guns. That's something you guys would get. So they stuck to the guns with it, and need I say,
it paid off.
And the last scene, or the post-credit scene of the series.
I felt like you were gonna say Daredevil.
Was very, very good. No.
Yeah,
it was all Iron Fist themed. Mm-hmm. The post credit scene was awesome. It was awesome.
I want to skip. I just want to skip. I want to give me immediate gratification.
What you can do, I will tell you this.
Give me the spoilers.
Depending on what episode you're on, how much episode was it? 13?
Yeah, I think it's like 13 or 12.
You can skip to maybe episode 8 or 9, and then you don't gotta watch everything before it. Skip to episode 9, and you should be fine.
Okay,
I think episode 9.
We're gonna say 8, just be safe.
8, yeah.
All right, that's fair.
And something big happens in that episode.
So it's like
cool.
1, then 8, and then the rest.
You gotta watch the first one.
Yeah, you do have to watch the first one. I watched
and the second one. You gotta watch the first 2. You gotta watch the first 2, and then you can really skip everything in between up until episode 8.
So it's 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's like a really weird elevator,
right?
It's like it's one of those. You just like Luke Cage. You're constantly rehashing the same thing in different ways. Nothing important. Well, I shouldn't say nothing. Very little important happens between those episodes. Very, very little. You know, you get caught on as to what happened, especially with the girl.
His interest.
Not the interest. The blonde girl.
What's her name? I don't know.
Yeah,
I know. No.
Walker.
There you go.
Walker.
I was.
So something interesting happens to Walker, and something interesting happens to Walker, and something also interesting happens to his love interest, the
Asian girl.
The Asian girl with the sword.
Okay, so
the sword is an important part of the everything.
Yeah, because she talked in the first. Okay, we're gonna talk about the heirloom and whatnot. The artifact from our family crest, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's important.
So, and the way she went about it was kind of weird. And I was like, that's interesting. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. So, the consensus is it's slow, but the payoff is worthwhile. Does it give a promising season 3?
Does it give a promising season 3?
Oh, she used Jaws. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
I would say yes. I would say no. Promise is a tough word. I mean,
I'll take hell no for $100.
I would say it has a Jesus. Like what's not a guarantee. Like what's one step down from promise? Like promise means you're gonna do it. Like what's a
No promise? Not really.
It's. I'm interested in season. I'm looking forward to season 3, but again, I'm gonna go through it 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, like this.
Dorko, I'll take opinions for 500. Daredevil season 3. What is hell no for 500?
Now Daredevil. Now, I'm excited for Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
And you know something. Watching Iron Fist will get you excited and also sad.
I said Daredevil.
That there's not going to be another Defenders.
If they're gonna do another
the way
Defenders, they have to. They has to wait. They have to give it a really good build up.
There needs to be another team.
Okay, because there was believe me, there was a lot that I did not like about the Defenders. Most notably, Matt Murdock. The way his character was just like, nope. Hey, whatever you guys doing, I don't want it. I don't buy it. Screw this. I'm out. Bye. But he's still around. But he wasn't like that in the first 2 seasons, though. He really wasn't.
But he's jaded. Every team has to have that hero who's jaded.
Okay.
Who's the vet? And I'm not. You guys are new.
Well, he did that a lot, though.
I get where you're coming from because I remember that. First
of
all, shout out to the creator Netflix for having one of the most awesome Daredevil references of my life, because Affleck Daredevil, the graphics were good.
It was a good story.
And the spinoff Elektra.
Nah.
Oh God, that was
bullseye. So anyway,
what was that? Oh my God, what was it? The straws? What was he?
Those are toothpicks. But the toothpicks, for some reason, were metal. Mm-hmm. They're like silver.
I never
the metal
saw
toothpicks. You never saw it?
Elektra? I never saw it.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Bullseye for we're talking about Bullseye and
I
Daredevil.
only saw the deleted scene that they had with her and Ben, because she's like having it's a dream sequence.
Oh.
So it's basically him with the blind contact lenses and stuff, and he's like Elektra or whatever. Right? Is that her real name, Elektra?
Sure.
No. Right?
Yeah. We'll go with that. Who cares?
He's like, Elektra,
that's not her name, but that's what we're going with.
He's like, please come home. And that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
I was hoping it was like a sex scene. That'd have made it so much better.
Well, they got married after that, right?
Yeah.
Who? Daredevil Electric?
No, real life.
Oh,
and
in real-
Affleck and whatever her face is.
Yeah, okay.
Jennifer Garner.
I was about to say, like, she died. Like, in his dream, he married her. That's weird. All right. Daredevil also gave us one of the best fighting scenes in Netflix. Remember that hallway?
The first season? Yes, man.
Like, they constantly go over that. I think that was really dope. And that kind of
they've been doing it ever since with every show, just about.
And then it really explains who Daredevil is and how much of a, like, you know who he reminds me of? Cap. He reminds me of Cap, like, I can do this all day. Cap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's who he reminds me of.
He doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to, but he could. Whereas Cap... We gotta talk about Cap.
Sorry.
All right, just remind me of that. So, with that being said, I'm so looking forward to Season 3. He's been standoffish because, remember, Season 2, he had his Master Sticks.
Killed? Wait, wasn't Sticks killed in Defenders?
Sticks. Who was Sticks again? I'm sorry.
Sticks is the leader who taught him everything. He taught him about,
He was killed in... I think, who killed him in Defenders? I think, did Daredevil kill him?
No.
Oh my God, are we pulling up a blank right now? All right, going back to it. I know he died, but I just can't remember who killed him because Defenders was a tough read. It might have...
It might have been Elektra.
It might have been
Remember,
Elektra.
she was brainwashed. I think.
And that's another thing too. The whole thing with Elektra could have been. I don't know. I kind of felt like
It could have waited. It could have waited.
It's just the way they fanned it out. It didn't do it so well for me. Another thing too is like he had so much betrayal. Even his partner, his law partner, what's his name? Foggy had left.
Yeah.
Remember, he was still kind of sore about that.
He was upset because
and then
I
girl,
think he found out that he was Daredevil, right?
Yeah. His circle knows.
And then he ended up signing with that other law firm, that high-end, right?
Right.
Firm?
Yeah, no, he did. So, why are you looking that up? Because I want to get to my point, and I'm not going to get to it. My whole thing is, screw Iron Fist, not Dragon Fist. Screw Iron Fist Season 3. Hell no. However, if they change the team, the writing team, and maybe give Daredevil's team a shot at Iron Fist, or even Jessica Jones, although Jessica Jones has a lot more women who are actually directing and writing episodes. If I'm not mistaken, Lucy Liu did season 2, episode 2. You know what I'm saying?
For Jessica Jones?
Yes.
I know she did Luke Cage, right? Didn't she do a Luke Cage episode?
She did Luke Cage.
I was surprised. I was like, Lucy Liu?
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, my wife put it. She was like, Lucy Liu.
You know what I'm saying? So they're given the opportunity, and it's just like you.
What she know about Marvel?
They need to revamp the writing for Iron Fist. They need to revamp the writing for Luke Cage for sure because oh my God.
Did you see the ending of that yet?
The Luke Cage?
Yeah.
No.
You're not gonna like it.
No.
Not gonna like it.
No. Because you know when I gave up? You know when they had that fight, the fight scene on the bridge, and the guy used the
Tossed him. He tossed him. He just...
Okay, the first time he got messed up, all right, cool. Because you know what? Heroes think they're invulnerable. Sometimes they can't be touched.
That was cool.
All right, cool. The second time, though, and just the way it went down, and then the follow-up scenes, and then the whole police interact.
Yep.
So, Luke Cage's ending for me...
Sticks was killed by Electro.
Yeah. What did his love interest use the sword for? She killed somebody with the head. She chopped off somebody's head.
The who we thought was the villain for Defenders.
Right.
The woman.
I know what you're talking about.
She chopped her head off and then
she felt instant regret. I got you. Anyway.
Sigourney Weaver's character?
Huh?
Sigourney Weaver's character?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Honestly, I don't care. I don't really care. I mean, you can come after me for the comments for this one. I don't care about Defenders at all. I agree with you. He was a bit too much standoffish, but he is around. They just need to revamp those two, and it'll kind of come back around. However, we haven't seen Season 3.
Yeah.
Season 3 might be the whole change of that, because Season 1, he was on a high note. Let's be real. He took down Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
He took down Wilson Fisk. You know what I'm saying? He's been through some stuff, and Season 2 was like, oh, by the way, thought you knew. Never mind. And then Defenders came by. Never mind. He was, and oh my God, he must be so jaded. He was the only one left in that building too when it came crashing down.
Yep.
Oh,
protect my city. Protect the city. You better come.
What are you doing?
She tried to kill you. What are you doing? Anybody could have just been like, "Yo, she tried to kill you, man. It ain't no reason to stay with her. Come on, let's."
Luke Cage could have taken. Oh, can you smother Luke Cage? I think you can smother Luke Cage because you got to blow him up from the inside. Deadpool did it, but like he could have taken that unbreakable skin.
Yeah,
and he's strong, but no, they were like, all right, player, stay up. They left him there.
Safe. Call if we need us.
Mm-hmm.
They could do so much. Let's do the final thought, shall we?
Yeah.
One, Punisher. If they release a second season of Punisher, can I just say we have to watch it?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Go ahead. I'll let you guys go.
Still haven't seen it.
What?
Dude,
You haven't seen Punisher?
You have... Bro, you work at above stations.
There's a reason why I'm called Dorko Manhattan. Like, once I'm home, I am home. I am in my zen. Like, there's a lot of shows I need to...
Netflix.
I understand that, but I love sleep.
Netflix at work. Not that I'm advocating that.
I've become Garfield. It's like I come home, I eat
lasagna.
I sleep, lasagna, and I do it all over again. Even in my RDOs, like I end up adulting so much, where it's just like once I'm done, I just want to be in my bed. See, like and my wife bought.
You better binge so much on vacation. You get 5 days, bro.
7 days.
I know, but those 2 days are like regular. Let's be real.
Like. And I'm even treating myself to like a 5-day vacation in November, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up. The first week of November, like where daylight savings and the marathon, because I'm not dealing with that nonsense.
I'm out the week of Thanksgiving. I'll be in Antigua.
I will be celebrating my birthday on my birthday week. This, I believe, is the second week, November 12th.
Nice.
We'll see what happens. All right, so let's wrap this up.
All right.
Final thoughts, gentlemen.
There's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
There's a lot to look forward to.
Let me tell you what I want to say.
Is there any like besides Halloween and Venom? Is there anything else coming out before Aquaman?
No, I think it's like
Movies?
December.
Yeah.
Oh, Halloween the movie. Besides that,
Yeah.
No.
December is like 14th is like
December is the kickoff.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really
all
the
right.
kickoff.
The last quarter is really just all to December, unless
Jack Ryan. The Jack Ryan show came out.
Kind of, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
On Amazon.
Amazon or Hulu? Amazon. You're right. Sorry.
Amazon.
It's pretty good.
I heard it was
pretty good.
I mean, there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of new shows coming out. I mean, there's like the new season, right? Starts for all these shows: Flash, Arrow,
all around that same time, that October time frame.
Yeah, I mean, all we can do is wait and hope for the best, and let's see what's up.
Yep.
I mean, unless you guys want to watch. Oh no, Predator, The Predator. Did anybody see that?
I heard it sucked.
Yeah, I heard it was horrible.
I heard it was
horrible.
You know what they did? They tried to make it comedic. They tried to make it comedic.
Right. I heard that somewhere. Right.
You had Peele, if I'm not mistaken, Kane Peele.
Someone said right.
Key?
No,
Key?
Peele.
Peele. It's Peele.
I think it's Peele.
Yeah.
Someone said Peele should not have been in that movie.
They had Peele. And they have somebody else. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna check the list because you guys are gonna be like.
They had the actress that played Psylocke in that last X-Men movie.
The
Apocalypse.
Forgetful. Is it? It's called Forgetful, right?
Oh,
Forgetful.
You
could be.
You going in? Keegan Michael Keel. They had Boyd Holbrook, Olivia Munn,
Olivia Munn. There you go.
Solanke Brown, Javante Rhodes, Yvonne Strahovski. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I apologize if I'm not.
She was complaining about doing the movie because she ended up working with later. I don't know if it happened before, during, or after, but she ended up finding out that one of her castmates was a registered sex offender. And she was like, no. But then like that resulted in like a lot of the male casts, to sort of like resent her, and like sort of kept her distance like during production. I think I don't know.
That's a story we got to hear the full details on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sex offender for what? You know what I'm saying? What's the story?
Even the director like was like, like sort of kept his distance from her.
It's the age of Me Too.
Right.
Being that we'll talk about this after the show, but I can understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, what's the story behind it? Mm-hmm. Because remember Gone Girl?
Yeah.
You know, remember the guy that she kind of screwed over? So it's just like, is it one of those situations, or did he do it? Mm-hmm. And then how does this impact his work? You know what I'm saying? Is he bothering you? Because if he is, then let us know.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, The Predator. If you're listening to this and you haven't seen it, I figured out what they're doing. They make a great movie, then they make a crappy movie, then they make a great movie and a crappy movie. All right, The Predator, the first actual Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, dope movie. Mm-hmm. Predator with
Danny Glover,
because I was thinking somebody else. Okay, it was decent. You know what I'm saying? Okay, LA Gang. Okay.
The only thing I like about that movie is the tease. I mean, I like the movie. I enjoyed it, but yes.
With aliens, I'm a big alien freak. Yes. So, all right, I'm excluding AVP as someone who actually read the series, not just comic, but the books that they had. Yeah. The books were so much better. Mm-hmm. So much better. And I was hyped I was to get the hybrid Predator alien. So much better. Yeah.
I didn't like Alien vs Predator. I didn't like it.
It's all right. I'm okay with you with that one. Predators, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that came after.
You're missing Requiem.
No, I'm not going that far.
You missed one.
I'm not acknowledging that. Predators was dope. That was dope. I'm sorry, that was a dope movie. The Predator, trash. Yeah.
Wait, Predators was the one with Adrian Brody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where he like kind of buffed up a bit?
Yes. Okay. Right. Shout out to him. Yeah. Trash. The Predator. The Predator is trash. And it's so disappointing because...
Was that the one when it was in Egypt or something?
Oh, no. The Predator is the one where they don't say what exactly, but like all sociopaths, killers pretty much, or people of war are dropped off on like some planet, and generally predators go to hunt them. Right.
That's this one that's out.
That's now. The Predators. This one is
I thought this one was called The Predator.
It is called The Predator.
I confused.
Okay, sure. So Predator, Predator 2,
right?
Predators, The Predator.
Okay. Right.
Got it. See, this is where we at.
Right.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Alien vs Predator when it was in Egypt. Sorry, I did like that movie.
Yeah. That's why I was. You like that one?
I take it back.
Yeah, I take it back. Sorry,
I take it back.
Okay. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat, Martha. Anyway, don't see it. It's trash. One thing I would like for them to go is be more serious. Like I can understand that you kind of like lose your mind fighting somebody who's just as smart, if not smarter than you, and has more technology. But at the same time, it's just like the comedy's not worth it. Mm-mm. It's not. Trust me.
Some movies are just not meant to have comedy. I mean, it's fun to have like one-liners and stuff, like the first Predator did,
because it makes you seem more human,
right?
You know what I'm saying? More believable. But throughout the whole movie, it's just like
too much.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Watch it on hood release.
Yeah, basically. Like I said, I just heard it was all bad. It was all bad. It's all.
And I was really excited for this movie too.
I heard they wanted to have Arnold do a cameo, but he's like, nope.
I'm not coming nowhere.
He's not stupid.
I fought him once. It was difficult the first time. I would do it again.
I would like to see the new Terminator movie. Oh, so quiet! Come on, I gotta see. I need to see how this war ends.
That's another movie.
Terminator fan. I'm a huge.
Ethan,
I do.
If Ethan's out here still saving the world, I need to see how the war. You know what? This is my boy Mayhem Mike. I'm out. This is HieroGeekics. I need to see how this war ends. Cyberdyne, aka Google, let me know.
Apple's gonna come from somewhere. We carry them all in our pocket. Eventually, they're gonna take us over.
It's everywhere now.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for what's coming next. From December forward, movie wise, we got a lot to look forward to. That next year is going to be a huge year.
We're all going to be broke. I understand.
Yes, we're all going to be broke. I am looking forward to Flash, Arrow, Black Lightning, Daredevil, the DC Online.
All
stuff,
the DC Universe
Titans,
thing, right?
And all that other stuff.
I need to sign up for that. That's like what?
$10?
You also need to watch Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. We didn't talk about Cloak and Dagger. That was great. That's for next time, though. Mm-hmm. Yes, guys. I'm excited.
We're all excited.
Let's keep it going.
I don't know if you can tell, but we're all excited. It's your boy Mayhem Mike signing out.
Supergirl. I forgot about Supergirl.
Yep.
We'll talk about that next time.
There we go.
All right, let's bring it up next time.
And Batwoman. Can't forget Batwoman.
You know,
there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there is. All right, we got it next time. All right, it's your boy Mayhem Mike. I'm signing off for HieroGeekics. You know, zip it up, zip it out. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Peace.
Peace. Spice.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to this episode of HieroGeekics, the show for all things geek. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below so we can have more discussions for you. Don't forget to visit our channel, Geeks Unlimited, and even our sibling channel, The Nerds of the Round, on YouTube. Links are in the description below, and until next time, guys, stay geeky.